out of a podcast, and then I'll refer to it. But it's about how to be a great networker. Like, what are the attributes of a great networker? So, what do you think, first of all? What?
I said, oops, glad I didn't choose that one. That was
Yeah, I'm happy because I was driving this. Oh my gosh, what am I going to do? Okay. So, what do you think are the good traits? What are the traits of a good networker? Yes?
Good listener.
That's right, that's the first one.
Yeah.
That is good. So the first one is a good listener. Yes?
Friendly.
Friendly, okay.
Observant.
Good.
Empathetic.
Good.
Follow up.
Very good, that's right. Anything else? Yeah.
More interested in the other person than themselves.
Right. Right. That's all true. Anybody else has any ideas or anything?
Consistency.
Yeah, that's a follow-up consistency. That's right. Showing up. It's true. See, so those attributes that I have here are basically the top ones that came up in a survey that was done. It was a survey that was done on 3,400 people. Unless you're listening to that one. But it's, I think it's really good to remind ourselves of that because it's something that you all can use, right? So the first one was really being a good listener, because people really like, they want to be listened to. I mean, think about it. When you're doing a one-to-one, how do you like it when, you can have a one-to-one, let's say Don and I are doing a one-to-one and I'm just talking about myself all the time, right? As opposed to we're sitting there and I'm actually listening to you. I'm asking you questions, I'm interested. Which one do you like better?
When you're asking questions.
Right, because we like to talk about ourselves, right? And we want to feel like the other person is really interested. Because the whole idea, in order for us to get referrals, is to actually build strong relationships, right? The only way I would be able to, let's say, refer to Joan if I really understand what she does. And how would I find out about what you do? Is I'm going to listen to you, I'm going to ask you questions, I'm going to give me some examples of what you do, give me some examples of great clients that you helped, right? If I listen, then I will be able to understand and then use it. So the second one is positive attitude. That's like this number 2 that people thought it was like the most important in a networker. So what is an attitude? What does attitude mean to you?
How you present yourself and the way people perceive you.
Right, that's right. How you act, right? And what do you put forth here in terms of like, who are you? How do you feel about people? What, do you care, you don't care, right? So that's the attitude, and people can feel that attitude when you talk, when you meet with them, when you have your one-to-ones, and also how do you do your business? That also has the attitude. So let's say Rod gives me a referral, right? And I say, well, okay, great, thank you, I'll call him sometime. As opposed to, wow, this is awesome, thank you so much, tell me more about that referral, I really appreciate it. I mean, do you see the difference in my attitude? So which one would you be more inclined to, if I have that first attitude, second attitude?
Second.
Right. So that's how you present yourself also when you get referrals and whatnot. The next one is help others and be collaborative. People like people that like collaboration. So that can be, when you collaborate, there are many ways to collaborate. Let's say you have similar professions, so you're in the same industry but you do different things. You can collaborate by maybe doing speaking engagements for the same clients, right? So, or for instance, let's say you have a newsletter and you can collaborate by mentioning the other business in your newsletter. If you offer that help, if you're doing that collaboration, that is something that people appreciate, and then they will want to do more business with you. Then you create those relationships. The next one is being sincere and authentic. And people can sense. Can you sense when somebody is not authentic? Yeah. Right?
Yeah.
I mean, you see that when you sit in front of somebody and they're just like, you say yes, or they nod their hand, and they think they, but you see that they're not really interested, right? They're not really being authentic. So just really want to make sure you think about examples in your life when you've been with when you sit across somebody who's not authentic. I mean, what do you think? What is the first thought that in terms of referrals? Do you think
don't trust them.
you don't trust them, right? Because if they're not authentic with you, how they're going to be with your referrals? So you're really going to refer to them, or you just say, great, okay, but then you walk away and you go, well, I'm never going to refer to that person, right? Because they're not real, they're not authentic. So But you can also fake being authentic. You just have to work on it, right? You have to really, again, it's all the points above it. It's like have the attitude. Trust it. I mean, try to help that person, whatever you can. Find something that you can help, that you can collaborate, and be really interested in the person. The next one is follow-up. Somebody said it here, right? So, you said follow-up. Yes. Why is follow-up so important, Paula?
It shows that you put your actions into place for what you say.
Right. So follow-up can be done in many ways, but the main one that is very important in terms of a networker is that when you get a referral, follow up with that referral, right? I mean, if you give me a referral, I will call that referral, right? I mean, Aaron just gave me a referral, thank you. Definitely, and he followed up. He also followed up with me. Did you call him? Did you have an? I said, well, I can go to hold of him. Okay, so you did an email introduction. So that really is, those are the traits of a great networker, because you don't just give a referral and then, okay, well, whatever happens, you follow up with a person to see if they actually followed up, if they need any help. But also you, when you receive a referral, you want to follow up, because otherwise you're not going to get any more. And then the next one is being trustworthy. Obviously, keep your word, do it. If you say you're going to do something, do it, because that people will trust you and then want to refer to you more. And be approachable. So what does it mean to be approachable as a networker? What do you think?
Welcoming.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, I think eye contact and smile and looking friendly.
Right. So even when we do the open networking in the morning, right, we can be very approachable. We can stand in a closed group and just talk to our friends, or we can, like Paula said, yeah, doing this. No, we don't text and we don't talk, but on the phone, but we're just out there. We're being approachable. We're being very welcoming, and that's how we're going to grow the chapter even more, because people will say, oh, wow, this is a group that I want to belong to. They're welcoming me. They want to give me referrals. I want to be part of this group. So those were actually the 7 top ones. But I really recommend, one of the things you can do is think for yourself when you actually met somebody that was a really good networker. What are the attributes that that person had? And write it down. And then when you go to a networking event, have that. Make it happen for you. Work on that so you have those traits as well. And also as a group, remind ourselves of that. Okay? Thank you.
Thank you.